Hi everyone, I am Rajesh Kumar. I am having close to 16 plus years of experience in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. I have worked with more than 12 software organizations around the globe. I would like to introduce you all a Devops School's flagship certification program in Devops, SRE and DevSecOps. This program will get started in the weekends, so get enrolled. Please contact us on the phone number given on the screen, and in fact you can email us on the contact at the rate of devopsschool.com.
So today I'm going to teach you two tools, Maven and then Gradle. Okay, so both the tools are very easy to understand. So let's get started. So first questions you should be having in your mind, and that is what is Maven, right? What is Maven? So primarily Maven is a build tool. It's a build tool. But only the thing is, which is here, this is for Java only. Okay, means primarily, if you see that Maven, it's been used for Java project only. So then you will say, what about other technology which I should use it? So then in that case, you can use a Gradle. Okay, okay. So this is the one. So if of course if it is for the Java project, so this is developed in Java only. In Java only. So now if you want to run Maven, you have to install the Java first, and then in fact Java projects you have it, so definitely you will have a Java install. Now this is the tool which is very popular actually. Uh, you see, you go any projects, you will find you will you will find Maven. There are other build tools also. For example, in 1970 we got Makefile, and then we got Ant, and then we got Maven. We had MS Build also, and now most latest one, Gradle. So these are the tools which we have. Again, these two tools, if you learn Maven and Gradle, that is more than sufficient. Okay, so Maven has a many features such as uh, it has a dependency management tool capability. Okay, it has many tools and things like that. Okay, so this is a introduction of Maven. Now I want to tell you one thing, and that is Maven is a procedural actually versus declarative. Uh, Anyone have idea what is a procedural and declarative? Anyone? Anyone? So
When you say
if I
procedure,
say,
so are
yeah,
talking
tell
about
me.
something like C, where we say procedural language, it has like sets of instructions. Like you don't have like different. It's like not object oriented and things like that. I'm not sure declarative, but
Hmm. No,
between
I'll
procedural
put
means
it
you
in.
have your main file.
Yeah, I'll put it in a very simple way. Let's say you want to do the build. For the build, what you want to do? There are some activities we have, like downloading the source code, downloading the dependent libraries, creating a required directory structure, setting up some environment variable, setting up configurations, and then doing 10 to 15 tasks. Right? These are the things we do in the build. We download, we compile the code, we test the code, we package the code. So these are the things we do in the build operations. Now coming back to the build tool. So procedures means tool will say, hey, I will do everything for you. Everything. Build, test, package, directory structure, download, everything. And declarative means the logic which you build, which includes all the tasks which I mentioned, you'll have to write yourself. You have to write, I need to write, everyone else has to write. So in that case, I'm putting up. So here, Maven is procedural, and an MS build is declarative. That means if I put it in this simple way, if you want to automate the build process of your organizations, then you have to write a logic, your own logic in and MS build. But Maven says, hey, just follow my process and everything I will do for you. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah.
So let me show you something which will help you to visualize that. So Maven, and look at this. Here it is. So here, Maven, here, and. And here you see, look at it very carefully. You want to create a project directory structure, build preparation, dependencies, compile, testing, packaging, versioning, deployment, and everything. You see here, it's automatic in Maven. Whereas in AND, you see everything you have to do manually. So that means Maven says, hey, just know about me, everything I'll do for you. And that's the reason we call it follow the process, follow the procedures, and every work will be done. Is that understood?
So when you say everything is given to us, right? It's is it like is it like a series of steps that are already given? We'll just have to fill those steps. Versus in declarative, we have to write everything from we have to write files basically for every aspect of it.
Yeah. So here in this AND and MS build, you have to write a step-by-step logic, what you want to do. You want to download, you want to copy, you want to delete, you want to compile. Here you don't have to do that.
So it gives us a template kind of thing. Is that right?
Template kind, yeah, template.
Okay.
So
So
Gradle,
the, I mean, Docker also it will do some imaging, and then after that later using Jenkins you'll do packaging. I mean, is that the same thing it will do or different?
no, Docker is a different tool altogether. Let me put it a context for you. Planning, coding, analysis, building, then packaging, testing, unit testing, and packaging, archiving, and then deploy it to QA. And few more are there, which we are focusing today. We are focusing this one. Okay, probably this one also. Got it?
Okay,
So can you do package
so
with? Sorry, go on. Sorry.
yeah, I mean, where I mean you already taught us Docker, where it will come in this.
See, I'll tell you. Uh, Docker is a platform. Docker is a platform. So when you pack, building will be regular, UT will be regular. When you pack, then you will pack for VMs also. You will pack for Windows also. I mean, when it's a VM, Windows also, Linux also, and you will pack for Docker also. Docker image you will create. So here, that is a packing process for Docker. Okay.
Okay.
Now, archiving. It will be same Artifactory. You can archive the exe file also, RPM file also. Exe means Windows, RPM means Linux, or Debian file also, and Docker file also at Artifactory. Deploy it to QA means deployment. So these deployments you will do through Ansible, and this container deployment you will do through the Kubernetes, which I teach. So Docker is a platform where you run applications. You don't involve in the development life cycle. Got it? You run application on those platforms. Correct? No?
You
Yeah, that part I understood, but when coming to this Maven, is not really understanding like where this building you said unit testing and package.
So after that,
And
analyze that you have to build the software. No, build means compilation, unit testing, packaging. Who will do that? Are you going to do manually?
I
No.
mean, in code,
If
in what is that code means? I mean, is that not the code, actual code? And we need to build in the build stage. It will actual code will be.
code means you write a code for the product, no,
Hmm.
and code for testing the product. You write two code,
Right.
code for the product, code. So that code you write here.
Hmm.
Development also will write a code, and QA people will also write a code. And then you analyze using SonarQube, which I touched in last session.
Hmm.
And now we are building it. Building means compiling it, packaging it, unit testing it, and also.
Okay.
So for
that's
that you need one. For that you need one tool. I'm teaching you Maven and Gradle, but many other tools are there.
what we
So
say with Docker is like that's the infrastructure, right? So to write code, to execute code, to all those things, we need a platform, right? That's where Docker comes into picture, right? This is more of the once we have the machine, or Docker.
no, Docker you can say is a platform
Yeah,
infrastructure, but
hmm
for running an application, not developing application. Developing applications you can do in your laptop also.
local machine, yeah. But even there,
Yeah,
we will probably, for onboarding, we can make things like we discussed touch this in the very first class, right? Like you can use VM or you can use Docker as well, like just
yeah,
to
yeah.
set up things easily.
For running, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay.
oh, I have one question here, right? Like this building, the packaging part, right? What uh, role does Maven play in or in a Gradle play in the packaging? What exactly when we is it just putting all the files in the right directory structure and all that, and then putting it in one particular folder? Is that the deployment process that you're talking,
No,
or it's just
Pa-
the packaging?
packaging. It's a
If possible, can you explain about the build? What is build phase? What exactly it will happen, and the package? What will the outcome in build and
yeah,
package?
yeah. So build means simple thing. Build means you are see there is a many kind of languages. Compiled language, you know that, right? C, C++, Java. Interpreted language, Python, Ruby. And declarative language like XML, YAML, JSON. These are the languages categories. Uh, if you have a product, and most of the product, by the way, either you will be having .NET or Java or C++. Okay, basically the backend for security purpose they'll be having Java. Front end they may have in any languages. Okay, just best guess based on experience. So build means what? So developer write a source code which is .java. Now that source code has to be converted into binary code .class. Okay, so that process is called building process, and there we require 10 or 20 steps to be done. Now how many times you do the compilation in a day? It's 20 30 times. So I will put it in this way. I will say, hey, we need to follow this process to build that project, means compile that project from the source code to binary code. and you need to do 30 steps and every 1 hour. Will you do that?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.